welcome. I'm Anthony, and I'm going to talk to you for a few moments about our 7 Days to Change Your Ways online program. Now, I know that online programs, and maybe you know this too, are not usually very successful. In fact, less than 5% of the people that take them finish them. But I'm also a rule breaker, and I am seeking to make all of you take this, complete it. In fact, we've had such success with our breathwork training and breathwork practitioner training, the Alchemy of Breath, that we have 90% of people who take it complete it, and 90% of the people who complete it become functional, earning practitioners. So I understand that in order for this to work, it needs to fulfill certain criteria. Number one, it needs to be bite-sized. I'm not going to give you more than you can chew. So we're looking at about 5 to 10 minutes of audio or video every day, about 5 to 10 minutes of practice, and then just changing your noticing so you begin to look at things differently. Number two, it needs to be measurable. So I want to give to you a way that you can look at your own progress day by day and realize, yes, this really is worth doing. Number three, it needs to be memorable. So I'm not here to deliver you something that you're just going to forget. In fact, everything that we're going to talk about is going to be seeded in you. And if you give it more attention, you'll be able to employ it more quickly to create the changes you want in your life. But if you don't give it attention, well, you can't unknow what you already know. And usually the mental, the intellectual understanding of something is the first step to it actually becoming embodied and a part of your life. So we're going to be using the breath and meditation techniques to actually embody all of these changes that we want to make. Let's have a look at some of the material that we're going to cover. We're going to upgrade old operating systems. Now, you may already know that as our life is really conditioned at such a young age, that we learned to develop coping systems when we were confronted by any level of trauma at all as a youngster. It could be abandonment trauma or abuse trauma. It could be several different kinds. The problem is that we still tend to apply the same principles of coping today as adults that we actually created when we were youngsters. So what if we can identify those coping systems? We can use our Alchemy of Breath techniques to localize them in the body, and then we can actually metabolize them into a new program that we can create with all of the life experience and the intelligence that we have today. We're also going to be lifting the lid on possibility. Now, what is there in your life that might be holding you back? Maybe you're blaming your relationship for holding you back. Maybe you're looking outside at outside elements that are holding you back. But actually, what holds us back usually is our own fear and ourselves. So we're going to be looking at that and finding new ways that we can interpret exactly where the limit is. Because a limit is, what if it's just a notion? And what if we can notice something beyond what we thought was our limit? And what if we can claim it as our birthright? So when we reclaim birthright, what I'm speaking about is the joy and the excitement for life, the humor, the gratitude, all the positive abundance that exists. How much time do you actually give yourself to access that, to make that a part of your daily life? We're going to make anxiety history. Now, Fritz Perls, perhaps one of the most famous psychologists from the last century, the founder of Gestalt therapy, he said that anxiety is actually enthusiasm. And the only problem is that you're not breathing. So we're going to learn breathing techniques that actually can transform anxiety into enthusiasm. And finally, we're going to be casting off the chains that have held us back. So what if you could be boundless? What if you could plug into your positive power? What if you could be unstoppable and you could unleash yourself from all the containment that's been conditioned upon you, including from you? How would it look like? What could possibly happen? And how could it get better than this? So as I said, I really want to honor you wherever you are in your journey, and I want to make sure that if you do this, that you're going to complete it. It's going to be a 7-day program. You're going to be required to give it attention for 10 to 20 minutes every day, and then begin to change the way you look at things and to make some inquiry about things that you're seeing going through daily life. So if you're not committed to doing it, don't press that button down below, please. And if you are, then do, and it will be a delight to work with you. We have some tips and tricks that we're going to keep you glued to this program, and one of them is for you to work in community. So you'll be introduced to other people that are doing the program as well, and you'll be able to exchange comments and ideas with each other. So I wish you the very best, and if you choose not to press the button, thank you. And if you choose to press the button, thank you. And I hope that we get to see more of each other. Blessings to you.